Hi guys, I thought I would put together a little video to help you with the long multiplication so that you understand the method that I have, just in case you've forgotten between now and class. We'll go for times tables that you know. So I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, 5. And I'm going to multiply that by 9, 3, 6. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that I've made it really clear that the ones are above the ones, the tens are above the tens, the twos and the nine, the hundreds above the hundreds. You want to make sure you line everything up really clearly because, as we found out in the other lesson, place value really matters. Then the next thing I'm going to do is put in my steps. And I'm going to need 3 because I have 1, 2, 3 digits in the multiple that I'm using. So I'm going to put in my first step and then my second step and then my last step. And notice that I'm making sure that they all again line up really clearly with the digit that they're related to. And then I'll put my line at the bottom. And then the way that long multiplication works is that what you do is you go through multiplying each of the numbers at a time with the different digits in the top number. So first of all, you multiply 6 by 5, and then by 1, then by 2, then by 3. Then you do the same with 3 by 5, 3 by 1, 3 by 2, 3 by 3. And then you do the same with the number 9. 9 times 5, 9 times 1, 9 times 2, 9 times 3. But before I start, because as you notice, 6 is in the ones column, 3 is in the tens column, and 9 is in the hundreds column, I need to accommodate for that. So in the threes column, I'm going to put my answer in here. So I need to make sure I've got a 0 because threes is a 10. And where I've got my nines, my answer is going to come down here. I need to make sure I've got 2 zeros because it's the hundreds column and that lets us know it's hundreds. Okay, time to start. So my first calculation is 6 times 5, which as you probably know is 30. Now I put my 0 in here, but I quite like to put my 3 here because then I can still see that this number is 30. I've written 30 in this spot. Then my next calculation is 6 times 1. So 6 times 1 is 6, but I have 3 still here, so I'm going to add those in as well. 3 plus 6 is 9. This time I have no 10, so I don't need to put something up here. 6 times 2 is 12, so I'll put my 2 under here, directly below the 2 that I've used, and I put my little one here. And I can see again, this is the 12. Then I do 6 times 3, and the answer to that is 18. I have 1 here still, so I need to add that in as well. So that's going to be 19. 1 plus 18 is 19. And now I've got no more calculations to do, so I can actually put the 1 as a big number instead of a little one at the top. Right, now I'm going to do my next, which is the 3s. So that's going to go in my 10s. I've got my 10s here, so I'm going to make sure I use this column. 3 times 5 is 15. So put my 5 in. And I put my little 1. Can you see? 15 is written in. 3 times 1 is 3, plus the 1 that's remaining here. 3 plus 1 is 4, so I'm going to put 4 in the next column. I have no 10, so I don't need to put anything up here. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. So that does that column. Okay, final number is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. So I put my 5 down there and my little 4 up here. You can see 45 is written clearly. 9 times 1 is 9. Now I've still got the 4 here, so 9 plus 4 is 13. So my 3 goes here and my little 1 goes here. You can see my 13. 9 times 2 is 18. I have 1 to add in. So 1 plus 18 is 19. I put my 9 there, my 1 there. And then I've got my final calculation, 9 times 3. Well, 9 times 3 is 27. I have to add 1 in, which will give me 28. So I put my 8 in, and here again, I've got no more calculations, so I can actually write this 2 as a big number. So I've done all the calculations for multiplying, now I need to do the addition. And I go to my first column, and it's actually all zeros. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 is going to give me 0. 9 plus 5 plus 0 is going to give me 14. And again, I tend to just do a little one here so I can see that I've written 14. My next column is 2 plus 4, which equals 6, plus 5, which equals 11, plus my little 1, which equals 12. So my 2 goes in and my little 1 to show I have 12. 9. Now I'm going to show you a little extra thing here. I often add up tens if I can. So 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 6 is 16, plus 3 is 19. 9 goes there, little 1 there. And oh look, I've got a 9 and a 1 to make a 10, and a 9 and a 1 to make another 10. So that gives me 20. Put my 2 there. 2 plus 8 is another 10. And then 2 plus 1 gives me 3. So that is my answer to the long multiplication problem. In the next video I'm going to put up, I'll show you how to cast out 9s from this.